Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Soak in the afternoon sun, because before too long we are all going to be soaking in rain. Plus, FBI Director James Comey testifies on Capitol Hill, defending his decision to reopen the investigation into Hillary Clinton's emails just days before the election. And Detroit police officers gather for an interfaith prayer service and march as one of their fellow officers continues to fight for his life. But now at noon, we start with breaking news. Breaking news out of Genesee County. That's where a hypnotherapist is accused of sexually assaulting a patient under his care. 65-year-old John Tomlinson is charged with 4 felonies, including first-degree criminal sexual conduct. Investigators are saying that he sexually assaulted a female patient at his hypnotherapy office in Grand Blanc Township back on April 17th. Now, we have learned Tomlinson is set to be arraigned later this afternoon. We're gathering more information for you, and we'll have a live report coming up on Local 4 News at 5 p.m. In other news, the couple indicted for allegedly performing genital mutilation on young girls will be back in federal court this afternoon. Dr. Fakhruddin Attar and his wife Farida are charged with female genital mutilation and conspiracy. Now, we're going to find out if they're able to post bail. This is supposed to happen at 1 o'clock. Meanwhile, FBI Director James Comey was in the hot seat on Capitol Hill today, testifying before the Senate during an oversight hearing of the FBI, and brought up this genital mutilation case.
This past week, for the first time since Congress passed a statute making it a crime in the United States to engage in female genital mutilation, to mutilate little girls. It's been a felony in the United States since 1996. We made the first case last week against doctors in Michigan for doing this terrifying thing to young girls all across the country.
And there you have it. Director Comey also addressed the Clinton email probe, standing by his controversial decision to reopen the Bureau's investigation into Hillary Clinton's private email server just days before the election. Listen.
This was terrible. It makes me mildly nauseous to think that we might have had some impact on the election. But honestly, it wouldn't change the decision. Everybody who disagrees with me has to come back to October 28th with me and stare at this and tell me what you would do. Would you speak or would you conceal?
Now, Comey also said that he thought concealing the discovery of new Clinton emails before the election would have been, quote, catastrophic. Detroit police now, they gathered this morning, in fact, for the 44th annual Interfaith Memorial Service in March. And as our Nick Monticelli reports, this year's event was held as a Detroit police officer remains in grave condition after being shot late Sunday night.
This really was a special day for the Detroit Police Department. They had a mass at Old St. Mary's, a march, even the unveiling of a new memorial car, but all of it, unfortunately, under the cloud of a fellow officer still fighting for his life. The latest on that officer shot Sunday night is that he still is in grave condition. Doctors have been working tirelessly on him. He is still in a medically induced coma, trying to ease the swelling on his brain. He was shot in the head by a suspect on the west side. That suspect was shot and killed by officers. Now, here's why today was so interesting. DPD unveiled this memorial car this morning, a 2013 Dodge Challenger with the names of fallen officers on it. They're obviously hoping their friend will survive. They won't have to add his name to it. This car came from a drug seizure, and all the graphics and lights were donated, so it did not cost a penny. The chief says this memorial has touched him more than anything the department has done.
Our officers work in one of the most challenging environments of any place in America. And this is not just about our Detroit police officers. This is about American police officers that fight the good fight to keep our communities safe across this nation.
After the car was unveiled, hundreds of officers marched through the Greek town and into Old St. Mary's Church for an interfaith mass. They say they are continuing to pray for the officer injured and all the families affected after officers have been killed. Now, one of the things we saw and learned today is just how deeply officers lean on each other and stick together in times like this. We're going to show you exactly what that looks like coming up on Local 4 News at 5. At Old St. Mary's Church in Greektown, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Alrighty, thank you, Nick. We want to get to a stranger danger alert out of Southfield for you now. Police are telling us a 16-year-old girl was offered money for sex by a driver while she was walking on Evergreen Road near Midway Street. This all happened Tuesday morning. The girl refused, and that's when the suspect drove off. The suspect was driving a newer black four-door sedan with silver handles. If you have any information about this, please contact Southfield Police. A house fire erupts in Bloomfield Township now. Take a look. Sky 4 was right over the home. It's on Gulf Ridge a little after 8 o'clock this morning. This is in the area of Long Lake and Franklin. You can see how the fire burned through most of the roof of this home. There's no word on any injuries or what could have caused this fire. And we are also expecting to learn if this Roseville man whose dog mauled his mother and her boyfriend will be charged. Police say Robert Lawton's dog, Bruce, attacked the couple on Sunday. And this was actually the second attack on his mother in just 3 weeks by the dog, which has since been put down. Well, after a chilly morning, we are starting to see some sunshine. Let's turn things over to meteorologist Brandon Rue this afternoon. How warm could we get?
60's a good bet for a lot. Now, we're not saying like 69, 70-ish, but maybe into the low 60s. Right now, mainly low 50s. A much better day, obviously, today. The sunshine makes all the difference. 54 at Metro and Ann Arbor, 54 Monroe as well, 54 over in Mount Clemens, 52 Lapeer, Pontiac, Port Huron. Just a little bit cooler in our north zone, so we've sort of blended temperatures here. 54 now, 58 at 2 p.m. Lighter breezes. It was quite gusty yesterday. We don't have that today. West winds 5 to 10 and right around 60 degrees, although I think some of you will get into the low 60s this afternoon. Ball game tonight looks great. Upper 50s tailgating, falling into the low 50s. High clouds will be on the increase from all of this wet weather coming up from the south. Here's a quick little snapshot of what we expect for tomorrow. What a difference it will be starting right around the morning drive, heading all day through the afternoon and evening drive. Areas along and south of M59, 1 to 3 inches of rain possible tomorrow. Less north, but Evrod will take a closer look coming up.
All righty, Brandon, thank you. Now to concerns in Macomb County after a 70-year-old woman goes missing. Gail Christina West was last seen on 2 p.m. on Tuesday while leaving the Broadway Market on Gratiot. She was wearing a dark blue trench coat, white shoes, and a dark blue hat, as you can see here in this picture. She does suffer from dementia. If you have any information about where she could be or if you've seen her, please contact police. Michigan traffic deaths increased for the second straight year. According to a new report from the Michigan Office of Highway Safety Planning, fatalities have risen 10% in fact. In 2015, 963 people died in crashes, but that number skyrocketed to more than 1,000 in 2016. The last time Michigan exceeded 1,000 deaths was back in 2007. Crashes and injuries were also up last year. All right, still ahead here at noon, a police officer's body camera captures his life-saving actions.
Hey, start me some help. Call 911 for me.
We'll show you the dramatic rescue that saved a 4-year-old boy's life. And a fiery plane crash captured on camera. And amazingly, the pilot walks away without any injuries. Details on that coming up. But first, a historic flooding in the Midwest has put an entire neighborhoods underwater. Find out why families are preparing for even more devastation. That's when we come back.
Hey everybody, I know this is the time of year we're talking about ticks, and we're usually talking about ticks with dogs. This is Dory. But today at 4 on First at 4, Dory's got a message for you. She wants to make sure that her humans are looking out for ticks as well. It's a whole different year when it comes to ticks, and we have to be aware of our own risks. I'll see you today at 4 on First at 4.
Welcome back. More rain will hit Missouri today after the deadly weekend flooding. Overflowing rivers in the Midwest have spilled into many of the main highways around St. Louis. Thousands of homes and businesses are flooded, and schools are closed as a safety precaution. Residents there sandbagging, trying to hold off the rushing water, but forecasters are saying that more rain is on the way. Check out this dramatic video of a small plane crash. It was all caught on camera. This is on Tuesday. This plane clipped power lines and rained fuel onto the cars below as it plummeted to the ground. This was near Seattle. Authorities say that the pilot had just taken off from a nearby airport when that plane suddenly lost power and crashed. And then, get this, amazingly, neither the pilot or anyone on the ground were hurt. And the quick action of a Kansas police officer now saves a 4-year-old boy with autism from drowning.
Start me at AMR 1039, 50th at Central Park. Got a kid that fell into the pond.
Well, there you have it. This was on Sunday, and video released by police shows the valiant effort that it took for Officer Aaron Bulmer to rescue this boy. Police say the child was walking around the pond when he fell into the water, and that's when Officer Bulmer jumped immediately into the water, and a citizen helped him pull this boy to safety.
New at noon.
A Kentucky family gets an unexpected guest after a tree falls right onto their home. Take a look at this. We'll tell you what they did next to help this baby raccoon. Brandon?
Evrod, you mentioned that flooding rain in Missouri. More of that happening right now. And guess where it's heading? We're tracking the potential of some flooding showers on your Thursday right here next.
A cop car is stolen, while a woman is handcuffed in the back.
She is in a patrol car. She's in the back handcuffed.
Now it's a kidnapping.
Does the car have a weapon in it?
The shotgun and a rifle.
And a high-speed chase is on.
Struck a patrol car, still going west. It's a 76 approaching Rosewood.
The defenders take you on a wild ride tonight at 11.
This weekend.
Are you an injured?
Right now, we want to get to breaking news that we're following from the White House, where President Trump is holding a press conference in a joint statement.
And I want to support you in being the Palestinian leader who signs his name to the final and most important peace agreement that brings safety, stability, prosperity to both peoples and to the region. I'm committed to working with Israel and the Palestinians to reach an agreement. But any agreement cannot be imposed by the United States or by any other nation. The Palestinians and Israelis must work together to reach an agreement that allows both peoples to live, worship, and thrive and prosper in peace. And I will do whatever is necessary to facilitate the agreement, to mediate, to arbitrate, anything they'd like to do. But I would love to be a mediator or an arbitrator or a facilitator, and we will get this done. Peace also means defeating ISIS and other terrorist groups. These groups are a threat to all people who cherish human life. I know President Abbas has spoken out against ISIS and other terrorist groups, and we must continue to build our partnership with the Palestinian security forces to counter and defeat terrorism. I also applaud the Palestinian Authority's continued security coordination with Israel. They get along unbelievably well. I had meetings, and at these meetings I was actually very impressed and somewhat surprised at how well they get along. They work together beautifully. But there can be no lasting peace unless the Palestinian leaders speak in a unified voice against incitement to violate and violence and hate. There's such hatred, but hopefully there won't be such hatred for very long. All children of God must be taught to value and respect human life and condemn all of those who target the innocent. As part of our efforts to move forward toward peace today, we will also discuss my administration's effort to help unlock the potential of the Palestinian people through new economic opportunities. Lastly, I want to note the positive ongoing partnership between the United States and the Palestinians on a range of issues: private sector development and job creation, regional security, counterterrorism, and the rule of law, all of which are essential.
If you are just tuning in, you're listening to President Trump speaking in a joint press conference with the president of the Palestinian Authority, Mahmoud Abbas. You can continue to watch this joint conference on our website, clickondetroit.com, where they're talking about working together. Right now, we do want to get a check of the forecast as we are dealing with some interesting weather this time of year, Brandon.
Man, it is going to be a vast and drastic difference from today to tomorrow. Guess what's open this morning? 6 a.m. The beach down at Campus Marshes open, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily. And if you look close, you can see there are some people out there in their bathing suits. 54 degrees. At least it's sunny out there, right? We have calm winds, barometric pressure over 30 inches. So the barometer is high. High pressure means sunshine, at least for a good chunk of the afternoon. High clouds come in here later this evening. Tigers and Indians again at Comerica 7:10. 58 degrees at 6 for tailgating. 8 p.m. we're at 56 degrees, and 10 p.m. as you're coming out, 53. Light jacket, but it's dry. You don't need the umbrella or the slicker or the poncho, anything like that. High temperatures around Metro Detroit around 60 degrees, average 66. So we fall short, and I'll tell you in the 7-day, I don't have anything 66, all below average. But grab the shades and enjoy the sunshine today. We do get increased high clouds again through the late afternoon and evening, and those clouds thicken overnight, wet in our south zone by 6 a.m. Here's a look at the current radar and satellite picture, and again with high pressure in place, we're keeping this wet weather at bay. There's actually a cold front just to the south of us that's also not allowing any of this moisture coming out of Missouri and Illinois to make it here. But we have another surge of moisture south here, already creating severe weather in parts of the Gulf Coast, and that Gulf moisture is coming up here. Let's time it out. We'll show you this stuff that we showed you in Missouri and Illinois, this rain and thunder shower activity. Here at 4:30, it's still south, but here come those high clouds in later. By tomorrow morning, 6, 7 a.m., coming up from the south, the commute will likely be very sloppy if you're driving around tomorrow morning or at any point during the day tomorrow. You likely will run into some pooling and ponding, some hydroplaning type stuff, and keep an eye on the basement as well tomorrow, as some areas, as we mentioned earlier, could be a couple of inches of rain tomorrow. Temperatures only around 50. It's going to be breezy, a little raw with that rain. Friday, Saturday, we'll probably get a few peaks of sun, but we'll also have showers and winds kicking up, temperatures struggling in the low 50s. Sunday rather, the better of the two weekend days, and a dry stretch Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
All righty, Brandon, thank you. High winds forced their way through eastern Kentucky Monday afternoon. In Laurel County, the winds caused a tree to fall on top of a family's home. Well, thankfully, no one was hurt, but they did gain a new family member, an unexpected straggler left behind after that crash. It was this. Take a close look here as they unwrap it. A baby raccoon that was left in the tree that fell over.
There was a coon looking at me. It was peeking up like, what just happened? Like, because he just lost his roof of his house too. Mother Nature's Mother Nature. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you certainly don't. The family plans to nurse this raccoon that they've named Timber back to health and hopefully find a rehab center where he can make his way back into nature. Very cool. All right, still ahead, a pair of twin sisters defying the odds. We'll show you how these sisters are reacting after giving birth to boys on the same day, just one room apart. All right, so finally here at noon, two New Jersey sisters defied the odds when they both gave birth on the same day at the same hospital.
The women aren't just sisters, though. They're twins. Danielle Grant, Kimberly Abraham each gave birth to baby boys last Friday.
The odds of twin sisters giving birth on the same day are around 1 in 12,000. But they're going to have like a joint birthday party and dress them up like they're twins. And
it's just, you know, they have their twin party, and then the boys will have their party.
Yeah, pretty cool. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.